Well, in more entertainment news, movie and TV award season is upon us. This morning, the nominees for this year's Golden Globes were announced, and the musical crime drama Emilia Pérez topped the list with 10 nods.
Are you English?
No, I'm not English. Why?
No, because you are pretty.
The film follows a drug cartel boss in Mexico who is trying to start a new life. It's a French production and stars a transgender actor in the lead role. CBC's Eli Glasner joins us now in studio. So Eli, let's go over the most nominated movies. What are they?
Emilia Pérez, I mean, this is an audacious, emotional Spanish language crime musical. So it has everything and more, and the Golden Globe voters, which are an international group of film watchers and critics, they responded. We just saw that clip with Zoe Saldana and Carla Sofia Gascon. This film already won the Best Actress for the entire ensemble, and this morning, again, it feels like the entire ensemble were being nominated with Gascon, with Selena Gomez, with Zoe Saldana, and so this is leading the pack with 10 nominations. This is a big movie from Netflix. You can watch it at home on streaming, and I'm sure the streamer is going to be pushing hard for those Oscar nominations also. So this is a nice kind of preview of things to come. Let's move on and take a look at The Brutalist. Now, this is a film that is 3.5 hours long. It has an intermission. It's about an immigrant who comes to America and is asked to build this audacious structure, a building, really. A remarkable film starring Adrian Brody, Felicity Jones, and Guy Pearce. Brody is magnificent in this film, and it was nominated with 7 nominations this morning. A lot of people are going to be talking about Adrian Brody. You might remember him from The Pianist. He is back. He has never been better. What a meal, a feast that film is. Let's move on to Conclave. So this is the kind of movie built for award seasons, taking you inside the Vatican as they're trying to choose their next leader, the next pope, the subterfuge, questions of who's going to lead, what direction the church will go. 6 nominations this morning, including amazing performance by Ralph Fiennes as the leader of the vote, who himself has his own doubts as a man of God. Moving on, very different kind of movie. Stunning performances still. Honora, Mike Madison, there she is. What amazing performance as this woman who is an exotic dancer, who gets a kind of private client and gets taken on this like 48-hour whirlwind. This is guaranteed going to be a movie we're talking about again and again. I'll tell you right now, it's going to be in my top 10. I think it's amazing. I think what Mikey did to become that woman is remarkable, and this had many nominations this morning. And let's take a look at one other film, and that is The Substance. And there she is, Demi Moore. And to me, this has been the question: is this is a film which is gushy and gory, but also topical and has something to say about the horror of being a woman in Hollywood. There is Demi Moore, who is now being praised for her acting, for her performance, for a transformational role that she just puts it all out there, and it had many nominations this morning. I think that is great to see, and be really interested to see whether the Oscar voters follow that lead.
I'm really rooting for Demi. That performance was unbelievable. Let's talk about some of the surprises in terms of nominations this year.
Timothée Chalamet playing Bob Dylan. I would consider that a surprise, and a surprise that it actually worked very well for me. Now, this is a movie that doesn't open until Christmas Day, but you know, those Golden Globe voters, they get a little preview, and it did very well this morning. Ed Norton playing Pete Seeger, and Chalamet, there's Ed as Pete Seeger, and then Chalamet as Bob Dylan at this critical point in his life where his music is blowing up, but he wants to pick up an electric guitar. Nominated this morning, The Apprentice. So certainly a political film. We're still waiting for Trump to assume the presidency. Here is a film about what made Donald Trump the real estate tycoon in the 80s and early 90s. Sebastian Stan as Trump himself, nominated in 2 different performances for 2 separate roles this morning, and also Jeremy Strong nominated as Roy Cohn. Amazing performance there. Challengers, Zendaya. What an amazing film. What a trio of actors. And it would not work without that scintillating performance by Zendaya, and she is nominated this morning for her movie Challengers. I mean, this is just a crowd pleaser, so great to see it in the mix. And I want to give a shout out to Pamela Anderson for the last Showgirl. I mean, this seems to be the kind of part that was made for Pamela Anderson, who's kind of in a new phase in her career. It's a film about a Vegas showgirl who realizes her career is ending and trying to figure out what that next chapter looks like. And much like Demi Moore, someone kind of embracing where she is in life, saying something about what it means to be a woman at that age. And she is nominated this morning. Amazing. I'll throw in some other Canadians. Martin Short for Only Murders in the Building. Love him, always. Denis Villeneuve, the director of Dune 2, which is nominated for Best Picture. Maddie Matheson, the Bear, big nominee this morning, once again. There's the wonderful Dune 2. You cannot bring the deserts of Dune alive without the Quebec, filmmaker and auteur who had the vision behind it. And finally, Gabriel Labelle. He played Lorne Michaels in the movie Saturday Night, and Gabriel is nominated this morning for his performance there. So some Canucks mixed in with the lovely surprises.
We love it. CBC's Eli Glasner. Thanks so much, Eli.
My pleasure.